guys. Okay, so this is the point. You know, sometimes in life, you might be in a place, you might be somewhere, and you could be feeling like, you know, you are in a group, you are with friends. Sometimes you could be thinking that you are with a man who's your boyfriend, or you are with a woman who's your girlfriend, or you are with a man who's your husband, or you are with a woman who's your wife. And in every circumstances, in every situation, there is always what we call loyalty. Being loyal to the people that you're in relationship with. It doesn't matter whether it is a romantic or love relationship. Any kind of relationship requires loyalty. If you're an employee in a company, you have to be loyal to your company. If you are friends, all right, you have a group together as friends, you have to be loyal to each other. We have friends who have our backs. We have friends who can keep our secrets together. She's my friend and I trust her with my secrets. He's my friend and I trust him with my secrets. So you need loyalty for you to have such kind of a cocoonism or such kind of a relationship within a certain environment. So why did I say, if you are the one calling every time, don't call? And if you are the one texting if you are the one asking to meet people every time, then don't meet them. Why? You see, loyalty is bought through respect. Once you have accepted to be in a certain relationship, and I'm not only talking about a love relationship here, I'm talking about each and every kind of a relationship. There has to be respect, mutual respect between the two of you. And how does it come? You see, a lot of people ask like, you know, I need to be respected, right? You know, people sometimes ask that. I need to be respected. Why is he talking to me rudely like that? He has to respect me. She has to respect me. See, respect is never demanded. Respect is something that comes automatically, mutually, when somebody feels that you need it. For example, do you think that the military personnel need to be reminded to salute the president or the king? They are not supposed to be reminded. Once they see the president coming as the commander-in-chief of the armed forces, they will salute him. Why? As a show of respect. It is not a show of fear. So respect is not supposed to be reminded. Somebody should not be reminded to respect you. So how do you know somebody doesn't respect you in a relationship? And why must you respect yourself when people don't respect you? If you're having a relationship, an open relationship, I'm saying it doesn't matter whether it is a love relationship, it is a family relationship, it is just friendship, it is what do we call it, a career relationship, or even a coaching relationship. You have a relationship with me as your coach. If I become your coach and you realize that you have paid me to coach you, but you are always trying to reach me without me trying to reach you when you need it, when you need my services, then it means you are trying every time to call me. Stop calling me. So how does this come? Respect comes when the things that we are supposed to be doing, normal things, the things that we are supposed to be doing because we know that we are supposed to do it, we don't do it. When somebody is supposed to be texting you, somebody is supposed to be calling you, somebody is supposed to be, creating time to meet you, and they don't do that, it means that the respect that is in between you has started deteriorating. There's what we call it, a breach of respect between the two of you or amongst that group. Because when people respect you, they know when to meet you, they know when to call you, they know when to text you. And I don't believe in a relationship where one party must always wake up in the morning and say, "Good morning, honey. Good morning, darling. Hey, good morning, Joan. Good morning, Marcy. Good morning, Frederick. Good morning, Peter." Each and every single day when you wake up, you are the one who is always starting a conversation. You are the one who's always calling them to find out, to know how they are doing. They could be your friends. I'm not just talking about love relationship here. They could be your friends. It is you that every single day is trying to reach them. If you don't reach them, then that day is going to go without you two talking. If you don't text them, that day is going to pass without you communicating. So now, listen guys, we lose respect in certain ways. And now I'll tell you how people lose respect in relationships, where you now turn to be the texter, you turn to be the caller, you turn to be the one who's asking and requesting every time to meet. How does it happen? Number one, you put yourself in a relationship where you don't fit. Somebody's going to ask me, how do I know that I don't fit in that relationship? I have been teaching here every single day that before you get into a love relationship, you want to ask yourself, what am I putting into this relationship? What am I coming with? And coming with, I don't expect you to think about money, car, buses and all that. What are you coming with? Like, what have you done to yourself? How have you improved yourself? How have you put yourself in a place to earn the respect that you need from this man or this woman? Because you see, you keep on calling people and texting people and, trying to ask them to meet you because you start this relationship without you being in a position where they can respect you. How do people respect you? What are you doing for yourself? How are you developing yourself, putting yourself in a situation where somebody can respect you without you asking them to do that? So before you start a relationship, and it's not just about a love relationship, before you start a friendship with somebody, do you fit? Hello, do you fit that group? Do you fit the group you want to be with? Look, I'll give you an example. There are some people who are in a group of friendship where when you go to party, your work always is being sent to the counter to bring maybe the whiskey or bring coffee or bring the what we call the order. When you are group, that is always your work. They will always send you to bring. You have to ask yourself, do I really fit in this group? Because the reason why they are sending you to bring these things, these orders, and you are the one, you are like now is you become a host, you become a server. What happens is you're not contributing to these groups, maybe financially, or maybe there's nothing you are contributing to this group, even from the mind-wise. Like there's nothing you're really giving to this group apart from just being there. They always organize these groups and you are told, hey, we are going out. Can you join us? Oh yeah, I will. What you come with is only your coat and your jumper, maybe when it's cold, it's winter. You've got to keep yourself warm. That's the only thing you're bringing. You never bring your pocket. You never bring your brains. You never bring anything that makes that group to be intact. What you are bringing is yourself. So you become a server of this group. When they need this, it is you who is being sent. This is the time where if you don't call this group, you can never be called. If you don't reach them, they can never reach you because you don't have anything to offer, even though you are their friends. You are in that group. You're going to ask yourself, my sister, you're going to ask yourself, my brother, what do you have that you're providing to your friendship with those people? What do you have that you're providing to that relationship as a boyfriend, as a girlfriend, as a wife, or as a husband? What are you providing? What are you giving apart from just being there because you are being called a girlfriend? Apart from being there just because you're a husband? Apart from being there just because you're a wife? What are you providing? It doesn't matter. Is it money? It doesn't matter. Is it your brain? It doesn't matter. But what are you building in this relationship? That's why if you are the one calling every time, you don't call. If you're the one texting every time, you don't text. And if you're the one asking to meet people every time, stop it. There is something that is wrong. You've got to ask yourself why. And you know, the problem with people is this. Every time I create videos, the people who comment on my videos always accuse the other people. When I did that video yesterday and I posted it on TikTok, everybody was just like, yeah, this is me, this is what I've been doing. The question is, why? Have you ever asked yourself why? Because it is two-way round. Maybe those people don't care about you because you're doing nothing. Those people don't care about you because you are not important. It's not because you are important and you're feeling that, they are not giving you the importance, or maybe they are not giving you the what we call it, the attention you want. They are not reaching out to you because you're not important in their lives. And you want to ask yourself, why am I not important? What did I not do right? And that is the teaching that I've been given here, that before you get yourself into a relationship with somebody, you want to ask yourself, what am I going to give to this relationship? What am I going to offer to this relationship apart from my body? People always think about themselves. Oh, I'm beautiful. I'm great. I'm educated. I have money. It doesn't matter whether you have money or not. It doesn't matter whether you're educated or not. It doesn't matter whether you are beautiful or not. There's a video I did, and I will be posting it tomorrow on YouTube, talking about men as hunters. This video is talking about men and why men will always cheat on women. It is a video that's, I took because I was listening to Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey is trying to explain a real meaning of a man. And he described a man as a hunter. So I was looking at, hunting and the way men do behave. And I found out that it's true. So sometimes you could be very beautiful and a man could be with you. But he's just with you because you're beautiful. Nothing else. There's nowhere that man is going to take you. Hello, sweethearts. You could be with that man, and I want you to question yourself, the man that is with you right now. If you are in a relationship right now, I want to ask you one thing. Are you with him just because you're beautiful? And I want to ask a man here, is she with you just because you have money? These are bitter questions that if we don't ask ourselves, we shall keep on, crying every time there's no love. Love never works, relationships don't work. But these things ain't working because we are not doing what we're supposed to be doing. You are there looking for a man and you don't have nothing. You want a relationship, but you have nothing to provide for this man. You want a relationship as a man, but you have nothing to provide for this woman. Sometimes you're a man and you have a lot of money and you're looking for a woman, and you think that just because you have money, now you can look for a woman. No, it is not always about money. It is not always about money. There is something extra, much more important than just having money. There is something much important, much more important just because of having good boom boom, having some good breast that can be held, having some good back that somebody can hold. There is something much more important than that. And this is what I want everyone to work on. This is why you want to work on something. And what are we working on here? We are working on ourselves. Number 2, why could somebody be not calling you yet you are in a relationship with them? Sometimes they're not just in us. Being in a relationship with somebody doesn't mean that these people love you or not. Sometimes you see, you're forcing yourself into a love relationship just because a man approached you. And this is why I tell people, take time. Not every man that comes to you and tells you, I love you, I'm feeling like I want to be in a relationship with you, loves you. Some of them come because they are attracted to what they have just seen. Perhaps That day you went and did a makeup in a salon, you paid a good amount of money in a salon and you did a very, very great makeup, and you bought some hair and some good clothes, and your attire was nice and you had a nice perfume, and this man meets you. He is falling attracted to what he's seeing right now, not you. This man doesn't know you. He feels attracted to what you present to him. And this what you present to him is what you need to present to him every day to maintain him, to make him get or remain attracted to you forever. But this is what happened. When this man gets you with all these attires, with a good smell or good scent, some people call it, and you have got what it takes, and he falls in love with that. Not even in love, but he falls in attraction. It's not love. It is attraction. He falls in attraction with your smell or your scent. He falls in attraction with the kind of a makeup you've been done to that day. He falls in attraction with the attire that you wore that day. Then you guys, meet and talk and exchange numbers, and you start a relationship. The next day he meets you and he's like, I don't know, is she the one I met that day or not? But because he doesn't want to disappoint you, he says, anyways, after all, I'm already here. She doesn't look like I thought, but let me just give it a push. This is the video that I did, and I will be posting that video tomorrow. Like, men are hunters. Men can be with you not because he wants you. He can be with you because you are the one who's present at that moment. Ladies, women, me personally, I can tell you that I can be with you as a woman, not because I love you, not because I want the future with you, but because you are the only woman that is present in my eyes at that time. I know sometimes it bites, sometimes it's painful, but you need to be told that. A man can be with you because you are beautiful, not because you are compatible with him, not because you are the one he's looking for, but at that moment you are the beautiful one available. So they will keep on hunting, but they are with you. So that's why you realize that after some time you keep on calling this guy. If you don't text him, he will never text you. If you don't call him, he will never call you. But he doesn't show a sign like he doesn't love you. In fact, when you call them or when you text them, they text back sweetly. They call you, they talk to you in a very romantic way. You meet, you hug, you do everything. He buys you this stuffs, and he does whatever you want them to do. But in reality, this guy is just with you for the moment because you're beautiful. For the moment because you're the one who's present. That's why if you're the one calling every time, stop calling. If you're the one texting every time, stop texting. Respect yourself and move on. It's gonna be painful, but it is better to feel the pain of living in the right time than feeling the pain of being used and dumped when you have been, I always use a tissue paper as an example. When people squeeze you as a tissue paper and squeeze you more and then drop you down, if somebody leaves you in that state, you will never love again. I know so many people are here who are saying that I will never love again. I don't want to love. I don't believe in love. You know why? Because people use you as tissue. They squeeze you and you squeeze you and you squeeze east, west, south, and north, and they squeeze you together. And then by the time you're trying to realize that, oh, this guy using me, he dumps you. Or she dumps you. I'm not talking about men alone. Women too do that. They use men. They squeeze men up to the last minute and then they drop you. If you have started sensing, this is some, I call them red flags. You are calling every day. You're calling every minute. They never call you. They never text you. You have to do that for them to respond. You have to excuse yourself, respect yourself, and move on with your life. I can tell you, it is more painful to move on, but it is more beneficial to do that at the right time than to wait until that time that you cannot reconcile with yourself. I don't want people to keep thinking that, you know what, love doesn't work. It works, baby. It works. And if you're here and you don't believe in love, I want to remind you something here. You got to believe in love. There is true love, but you have to be very cautious. You have to be very cautious with yourself that when you see a red flag, stop loving from your heart, but love from your mind. When your mind tells you that there's a red flag, take a break and think and, try to go ask people who have been there. Ask people who have been brokenhearted. You see, the biggest mistake we do today in this generation, that people only go for guidance and counseling from the people who have successfully managed their relationship. But I want to tell you something. There are so many things that the relationship that you see with your eyes that is working is hiding away from your eyes. I want to repeat that in a very slow motion to tell you something. People, if you feel that every time you are asking only the people whom your eyes is telling you are successful in their relationships, they've been in relationship for 100 years, so you are going to them to take tips, and you are not considering to go to that single mother who was divorced. You're not taking time to go to that lady who was left, who is heartbroken somewhere, to ask him or her for guidance, or to ask her what happened, to understand. You will regret it. Because I will tell you something. People who are successful will only tell you about their success. They will never tell you about their problems. They will not tell you the hurdles they go. I did videos, and these videos are all over on YouTube. My videos are on YouTube. If you've never come across any, you can always go and watch. Most of my videos are on YouTube. There are people who are struggling. They are beaten every day. Sometimes their husbands or their wives even take iron box and put on their skin and burn them. And then when they come out in the morning, they tell you that I was ironing and then I fell. And they will never tell you their husband did. But they are not leaving their husbands. They are staying there. They are being beaten every day. They don't sleep in peace. Sometimes they don't even eat because they have been denied the right to eat. But when they get out of their doors, they are all smiles. And if you sit with them down, they tell you that, yeah, I've been in this marriage for 50 years. But they will never tell you what they are passing through. So if you're only going to this kind of a person to get advice, you will never get the right advice. Sometimes you need to talk to people who have failed. Sometimes you need to find out why somebody failed. It will teach you more. Sometimes you need to find out why it did not work for them. You need to ask people why it did not work for you. It will teach you what not to do. Because it is not just about what to be done. Some people will tell you that, in marriage or in relationship, you have to be patient. As a woman, you need to keep quiet. You need to close your mouth. Don't argue. Who the hell told you that some people don't need argument? There are men that if you don't argue with them, they will think you're cheating them. If you don't argue with them, they will feel like, she doesn't love me. And you see, what I believe, women are meant to talk. They will always talk. Some people always tell me that, no, I just want a peaceful woman. There's no peaceful woman in this world. I'm sorry to say so. I can see my senior is watching here, Molly Kaunya. Maybe Molly Kaunya can reply to that on a comment section there. There is no woman who's peaceful. This is the truth. Women will always talk. And when a woman truly is in love with you, they will always try to find something, just something, just to tease you, just to they are just like that. This is their character. It is their nature. And when I say peaceful, I don't mean that they will cause trouble. I mean that they just want to be heard. Women want to be heard. That's why women are fighting for what we call equality. Why? It is their character. sometimes we go very far. Sometimes we go very far to try to, get what we call it, how we can define people. See, women want to be heard. This is their character. They always want to be heard. And that's why the first woman on earth to be created, who was called Eve, wanted to be heard, and she was heard. And by the time she was heard, what did Adam did? What did Adam do when the woman decided to be heard? Adam disrespected God. And this is the character of a woman. So you just want to find a woman who is compatible with you, with her madness. That is what I call it. I love my fiancée with her madness. I appreciate her with her madness. That is what the kind of a woman you want, because they want to be heard. They will never shut. Sometimes you come home early, you iron the clothes and you arrange them in on the wardrobe. Your wife comes, pulls all the clothes, puts them down and start to arrange again. When you ask her, but I had already ironed these clothes. Why are you doing this? No, you don't arrange clothes like this. Clothes are supposed to be arranged like this. You don't put it on peg, you put it on this. That is just a woman, and you have to accept her with that madness. If you don't accept her with that madness, then you can never have her. And that is the non-peaceful character of a woman I'm talking about. I'm not talking about a woman who fights, a woman who want to go naked on you. No, they just want to be heard. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think we are coming to the end of my conversation today with you. And it's been a long time. I wasn't been going live for some time because I've been a little busy. But we are back here with these lives every single day, whenever there is time. And what I want you to do, if you have never subscribed to my YouTube channel, it is right now that you need to run to my YouTube channel and subscribe there. There's so many videos, motivational videos, love videos, life lesson videos. These videos can help you to help the future generation. This is what I always say, and I'm sorry, I know this is going to maybe rub some people's shoulders. These videos that I'm doing right here are not meant for you. These videos are meant for your children and their friends. Why? Our generation today has a big issue. We have a big problem. But if we listen today, we will save the next generation. If we can open our ears, open our heads, and listen, we can save the next generation. Forget about you. Forget about this generation. Forget about your sister. Forget about your brother, your mother. Think about your daughter. Think about your son. Think about your nephew and nieces that are coming in the next generation. We have to work hard and save those souls. Because if we don't, I will tell you something. If we don't, look at our generation today and think about multiplying this, what we have today, times 2. Because if we don't save this good message today in our heads, so that it can help us to help our generation, that generation is going to hell. It's gonna be hell in the next generation. So I do this not just for us, but I do it for the next generation. Keep yourself safe. If you're in love, it works. Never be worried. Let no one ever tell you that love doesn't work. It works. Relationship works. If it is not working for you, find people to help you. Find a coach. And I tell people this. This is the problem. And guys, don't feel bad that I'm saying this. A lot of people are seeking to be helped, but they don't want to to pay for those services. I will tell you, I'm not even asking you to come to me, but find somebody. There are so many coaches out there. Put your money on them. Pay them to coach you. When you pay, you will feel the pain of your pocket and you will take those teachings. Any teaching you are getting for free, sometimes you don't even use them. Free things, cheap things are never helpful. If your relationship is not working, find a coach somewhere to teach you. Take a course with them. Let these people help you out. You can always find a way to make it. relationships work, love works. There's so many people. Sometimes when somebody tells me that, I don't believe in love, thank you so much. Somebody, I don't know who is he. She just wrote their YouTube name is John Gora. That is my YouTube name. You can go and write it there and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Today, my secretary is not there. Karunga, I don't see her here. I don't know where she is. So go and subscribe and watch some other videos.